For Foothills.
Mr. Speaker, Canadians can no longer afford to pay for this Prime Minister's pipeline mistakes.
Nope.
The Parliamentary Budget Officer said clearly the Liberals grossly overpaid for the Trans Mountain Pipeline, and every single year construction is delayed, costs Canadian taxpayers another $700 million. Clearly, the Liberals have no intention to ever build this pipeline, which is now in regulatory purgatory. Will they just finally admit that this Prime Minister is keeping his promise to phase out Canada's oil sector?
Minister of Natural Resources.
Well, Mr. Speaker, it is very disappointing to hear a member from Alberta who does not believe that getting our resources to non-U.S. markets by building the pipeline capacity is necessary for jobs in Alberta, for our energy sector. We are investing in this project because it's good for the Canadian economy, it's good for Alberta's economy. We owe it to Alberta workers, we owe it to energy sector workers throughout the country to moving forward on this project in the right way with meaningful consultation with Indigenous communities, at the same time making sure we are reducing the impact on the environment. Thank you so much.
For Foothills.
What is extremely disconcerting is a minister from Alberta in the government is doing nothing to stand up for Alberta's energy sector. What the Parliamentary Budget Officer said is that every year that construction is delayed on Trans Mountain Pipeline costs Canadian taxpayers $700 million a year. In fact, if it is not built by 2022, the project is no longer viable at all. Mr. Speaker, the Liberals have put billions of tax dollars at risk, and by continuing to delay this very important project, Canadian taxpayers are seeing their dollars wasted. Why is the Prime Minister forcing Canadians to pay for his pipeline mistakes?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the Canadians are paying the failure of a decade of Harper government, where they failed to build a single pipeline to get our resources to non-U.S. global markets. When they got into office in 2006, 99% of Alberta oil was sold to one single customer, the United States. When they left in 2015, 99% of Alberta oil was still sold to a single customer, the U.S. That's how they failed to diversify Alberta's oil exports. We're working hard on this project, at the same time exploring new markets.
Député de Salaberry.